guys, welcome back to Nintendo Minute. So we are doing something really different today.
You're seeing us as you've never seen us before.
Yeah, I'm seeing me as I've never seen me before.
Okay.
Yeah. So today we are going to be sharing with you our first memory of receiving our very first gaming system, which happened to be an NES.
Well, way to spoil it. But anyway.
What? What do you mean?
It seems like the time
Set it
is
up.
right to share these stories because, the holidays are coming up and a lot of people might be getting maybe a Nintendo Switch, maybe a Nintendo 3DS. And these were very important moments in our lives for both of us. So we wanted to share them with you, and maybe you'll have your own in a few weeks.
Yeah. So I will go. Should I go first?
Please do.
I will go first. So the NES was my first ever gaming system that I ever received and ever played. But I think a lot of people might not know this about me, but I actually wasn't born in the US. I was born in China and didn't come here to the US until I was 5. And when I came here, it was like around November time. And it was like straight up crazy holiday season in the US, which I'd never experienced before. And there's really no like Christmas or like Santa or presents or anything like that in China. So this is the first time ever that I've seen, any of that. So it's my first Christmas. It was my first time being in like a new country, new place. And my parents bought me the NES as a Christmas gift. And I just remember opening that up like my very first Christmas present on Christmas morning, and then we played Super Mario Brothers like all day, and it was the most I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. We literally did not do anything that day except for play NES, and we just sat in bed and played Super Mario Brothers all day long. It was the best, and it was just a really important, I think, moment for me because I realized that at that moment how much I loved video games, and it was also a really nice place for me to escape since I didn't really know anybody in the US and I didn't have any friends. I didn't even speak English, I don't think. So having a place to escape into like the world of video games was really special, and I fell in love with Nintendo ever since that moment, and now I get to work here, so it's pretty cool.
Well, it's funny you should say 1989 because that's when my story takes place as well.
Oh boy!
So it was the holiday season of 1989, and it was, as you probably remember, the NES mania was running wild among everybody. And at that time, I had played with other video game systems, but they never really, drew me in that much. But I remember one day I was over at a friend's house, and he had an NES. He said, well, let's play this. And I thought, well, I've never seen this, but I'm interested in video games, so let's check it out. And he had Super Mario Brothers, and I was just instantly, drawn into this world, playing it like crazy. I was awful at it because I'd never used a controller like the NES controller, but I just knew like there was something really special about this. And of course, when I got back home, Christmas was right around the corner, so I started this insane campaign to my parents and of course Santa Claus to get an NES that Christmas. So I wrote Santa the letters, visited Santa at the mall, sat on his lap, told him what we needed to do here. And of course, I was a very good boy until Christmas. But I remember it got to be, Christmas Eve, and I really didn't know if I was gonna get this thing or not. I'd done everything I could. I just had to cross my fingers. And I did not sleep very well that night. It took me a long time into life to sleep well on Christmas Eve, just because I love Christmas so much and I get excited, but this was especially hard. I didn't sleep at all. But I remember woke up and, my parents came in, they said, well, Santa's come, let's go see what we have under the tree. And there was all sorts of stuff. And, they let me go first, open the present, and there it was, the NES. And I remember I had like an N64 kid moment where I just like held this thing on the ground and shouted, thank you, Santa, over several minutes long. From there on, it was just, a lifelong love of Nintendo and video games, and it's, definitely the best Christmas present I ever got or probably ever will get, and just a sort of an indelible memory in my mind.
Well, so we've shared our memories with you, so hopefully you have some memories of your own to share with us. If you have a memory of getting your first Nintendo system that you'd like to share, leave it with us in the comments below. We'd love to read about them. And if you're campaigning for your first Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS, or something else this Christmas, good luck. Be very good. Write your letters to Santa.
Yes, be good.
Be nice to people. Be nice to your parents.
And special thanks to Lee Kovacs, who drew this episode for us.
Yes.
They're very talented. You may have seen her on an episode before. We'll leave her information below on how you can follow her if you like.
So she animated all of this. She's so incredible. Of course, we hope that you guys enjoy this video. And remember,
Nintendo Minute is never a minute.
see you next week. Bye.